Hi, how's everybody doing? It's Crazy Monkey here. So I'm just going to ride around and talk about houses and why you have to buy a single family house if you're ever going to get ahead in life. So we're just going to ride around Ogden. We're about 4 blocks from where I live. 4 or 5 blocks away from where I live. We're about 3 blocks from downtown. And we're just going to ride around the neighborhoods right next to downtown Ogden. And I'll just show you some houses and I'll explain. So basically what you want to do is you want to buy like a single family house with duplex potential, so that's like a basement unit, so you can rent out the basement. That's what you want to do. And this is, I'll explain it in just a minute, but I'm just going to show you this one beautiful house. This is actually a mansion. This actually sold for $350 2 years ago. Originally they had it listed like $400, and they lowered the price to $350, and then they sold it right away. And this sold for $350 2 years ago. It's like not 7,000, it's like 6,000 something square feet, almost 7,000 square feet, and that sold for again $350,000. So whoever bought that, they're going to do very, very good. They're going to have a great investment over the next 30, 40, 50 years, because they're not building houses like that no more. They're not building mansions like that no more with brick and stone. All right, so basically it's a little bit of a hill here, so we'll be going slow. And then so basically what you want to do is you want to try to get a house for around anywhere from 100 to 200 if possible. That should keep your mortgage payment under $1,000 a month with a good down payment. And then the other thing you want to do is you want to have duplex potential, where let's say you have a full basement and you can turn the full basement into, like, say, a 2-bedroom apartment. And with a 2-bedroom apartment, you can rent that out for like $700-800 a month, depending where you live, and that will pay like 70-80% of your mortgage payment. That's basically the goal. That's how you get ahead in life. So right now we have a house, brick house, and we have a full unfinished basement. And hopefully what we're going to do in 6 months to a year, when interest rates bottom out, we want to refinance, get like $30,000 in equity out. With the interest rate being much, much lower, our payment will only go up like $50. So our payment might go to $850, $900. Then we're going to finish the basement with that 30, or it might even be less to finish it. We'll see. Then rent it out for like $700-800 a month for a 2-bedroom unit. And then ideally, we would then be able to only have to pay like $200 towards the mortgage, $200-300 towards the mortgage, something around there. So that's hopefully what we're going to do in the next 6 months to a year. Basically, that is the goal. To basically get the refi. Mortgage payment will be $900. We'll have the basement finished off, rent that out for $700, and then only be paying like a $200 payment, because $700 will come from the rental unit in the basement. The 2-bedroom rental unit in the basement will be $700, and then we'll be paying $200, and then the mortgage will be $900. So that is hopefully the agenda over the next 6 months to a year. And so this neighborhood right now, we're exactly 2 blocks east of downtown Ogden. So I'm going to show you the next street. I'll show you part of downtown. I've showed you this on other blogs as well, but this blog is going to be special because I want to talk about how anybody can be a millionaire. Absolutely anybody can be a millionaire. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to explain it right now. Well, I'm going to explain it in this blog. Oh, that's not the street. It's one more street down. That's a beautiful community center. It used to be a mansion, but now they turned it into a community center. The public can go in There's like oil paintings. It's very fancy. It's very nice on the inside. A lot of oil paintings in the various rooms. It's pretty nice. So this is the nicest neighborhood in the downtown Ogden area. This area is the nicest of the downtown Ogden neighborhoods. As you can see, the houses are beautiful. These are original mansions of 100 years ago. The rich people of 100 years ago, when Ogden was being built, these are their mansions. They built all their mansions on these streets right next to downtown. And a lot of these mansions just 2 years ago, like those ones across the street, those two right across the street, you probably couldn't see them that well, but they were like listed at $250 on the Zillow. And like even these bigger mansions, they were like $350, $400. And now the prices are way higher. The prices have gone up like 30, 40%. It's much higher now, but even just 2 years ago, prices were still affordable. So that's a library over there. And then a lot of this is like new buildings that they've built in the last few years. I'm gonna go down this way because there's a beautiful mansion down here I want to show you. And then another thing I want to talk about is, I don't know how long this is gonna go because my camera, the display screen is like wrecked because I dropped it in water and I have no display screen, so I don't know how many more minutes I got to go. It will just shut off. But what you do not want to do, you do not want to buy a car before you buy a house. You want to buy a house first, buy a car second. You buy a car first and you're not making like six figures, you're basically going to be in rent slavery for your entire life. So here's a beautiful, beautiful mansion. I guess it's now attorneys, but it's just absolutely beautiful. Hopefully this is showing up. It should show up. It should show up, but I'm not exactly sure because the display screen's all wrecked because I dropped it in water. So what I was going to say earlier is, let's say you're an average person, because this is the whole point of the blog, How to Be a Millionaire. The average person, all right, you're going to make like $50,000 a year. You know, some lucky people and some people that go to college, you know, get a degree in pharmacy or be a doctor, engineering. You know, there's some people that are going to make more than that because they work hard and they go to college and they get the right degree. They get the right degree, not the wrong degree. They get the right degree and they make good money. They make like $100,000, $200,000 a year. But most people, you're going to make like 50 grand. All right. Most people, you're going to make about 50,000. And if you're making 50,000 a year and you buy a car, you just pretty much eliminated any chance you got of buying a house. That's pretty much what you did. See that house right across? I think that was like 190 2 years ago. It's way higher now, but that was 2 years ago when prices were much, much cheaper. But like what I was saying is, you know, you buy a car first, that car is going to eat away so much of your income with repair bills, insurance, gasoline, all the different money you got to pay for that car, that you will never, on an average income of say 40, 50,000, you're not going to be able to buy a nice house. You're not going to be able to do that. So that's something you definitely do not want to do. You definitely do not want to do that. You want to make sure you definitely want to make sure. It's very busy out tonight. It's usually dead on Sunday. I'm like shocked it's so busy. It's usually completely dead. It's actually Sunday night, about 7 o'clock right now. So usually Sunday night, I mean, it's dead. I mean, the streets have no people at all. I have noticed though, it's getting much more people in